Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to turn down my volume here. Is it good, Deb? All right. Trying to make it to where I can see everybody. Hello, everybody. Hi, Linda. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Hi, Christy. Hello, Monica. Hello, everybody's showing up. So, hey, how about this apron? Do you see it? I'd rather be selling Avon. This was a gift by Nancy Knopf. Apparently, back in the day, long before I was doing my business, apparently this was like an incentive or something that you could like earn this. But I thought this was the coolest thing, so I thought I would share it with you because, of course, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd rather be doing it. It's really a close second, you know? It's really a close second, but I do love it. It's kind of cool. And what an advertising thing. Like, can you imagine having an apron like this for all my Avon brothers and sisters and like being out at a vendor affair? You know, you're kind of showing everybody what you're doing. I say that all the time. Always be wearing something that will show everybody what you are doing. So I know we started a little bit early, but this is not going to take long. This is a dessert that I have been wanting to try, and it's really easy. It's really easy. I'm going to tell you, it's kind of rich. Really is. It's kind of rich, but I am hoping that you all will feel like you can make it. That's the whole big deal here. Please share this. Please like this. You know, people get tired of fixing the same things all the time. People get tired of, you know, always stopping to buy that cake or buy that dessert to take somewhere. And if you knew that you could very easily make something the night before and then just take it with you, why wouldn't you? Something that everybody's going to rave about. Isn't that what it's all about? People are like, I didn't know you could cook. And then you're like, I didn't know I could cook either. But now you can cook, which is amazing. So hopefully some of this is helping you. Um, so we are making a chocolate chip cookie delight, okay? Now, let's talk about what you're going to need to make this. First of all, I need you to know that you can make this two different ways according to preference. If you like a thicker, chewier cookie, you're going to want to make this in an 8 by 8 pan, okay? But if you like a thinner, like crispy, less thicker cookie, you can also make this recipe in a 13 by 9 pan, okay? So it's all according to how far you want it to go. And sometimes that's what it is. It's like, okay, how many people do you have to serve? You know, they talk about being able to make 15 pieces of this, but I got to tell you, it's really rich. You could probably make smaller serving sizes and people will love it. So I see Sue Roberts is here. Hello, thanks for joining me, Sue. So this is what you're going to need for this. You're going to need a tube or a roll of refrigerated chocolate chip cookie dough. And somebody asked me, could I use another type of cookie, like a sugar cookie roll or something? Absolutely, you can. You also could use your own cookie dough. I'm sometimes a fan very much of making my own cookie dough, and sometimes I will freeze it, whatever that looks like for you. But a lot of people just like to be able to grab what they need at the store, and in this case, you could. Now, what I use today is, of course, the Pillsbury cookie dough roll. This is a 16 and a half ounce, not one of the big ginormous ones, just the regular ones. So I use this, and to save us time so that you weren't on here the whole time, I went ahead and I cooked the cookie part, okay? So you'll need the cookie dough. You'll need a package of cream cheese that's softened. You're going to need a cup of powdered sugar or confectioner sugar. You're going to need a 12-ounce container of Cool Whip or some sort of whipped topping, and then you need to have that thawed because you're going to divide that up and use it two separate times. You're going to need 3 cups of cold milk. You're going to need a 3.9-ounce package of your favorite chocolate pudding, instant, always instant, and then a package of a 3.4 ounce of your instant vanilla pudding. Yes, you can use French vanilla. Yes, you could use banana cream. I keep thinking about this going, there's so many different variations that you could really, really do for this. So up to you. I'm giving you the basics, and then you decide what you want to do from there. Now, the other thing that's optional is you can also get some chopped nuts, some walnuts, pecans, whatever it is that you want. I'm going to use the miniature semi-sweet chocolate chips today, okay? And then some people like to do like chocolate shavings. I'm not doing that, but I got to tell you, this is going to be good. So the very first thing that you want to do is, before you know that you want to make this, you want to take that cookie dough out and you want to let that just sit out on the counter for 10 to 15 minutes. And you need to fire up your oven, 350 degrees, let that preheat, okay? And then what you're going to do is, once that 15 minutes is over, you're going to take that cookie dough and you're going to put it into a pan, and you're going to press that cookie dough out like it's a crust, whether it's an 8x8, which I'm using today, or a 13x9, okay? So I've gone ahead and I've cooked the cookie part, because once you cook this, you have to let it cool before you can put the other stuff. I didn't want you to have to wait through all that, okay? So again, I put the cookie in. This is a ungreased container, whether you're using glass, whether you're using a non-stick dish like I am. You don't need it when you're using this Pillsbury brand at all. There's already oil and stuff that's in it. You're going to press it out very evenly, okay? And then you're going to cook it for anywhere between 14 to 16 minutes. Now for me, 14 was perfect, but again, my crust is going to be a little bit thicker because we like our chocolate chip cookies a little bit chewy. I don't know how you like yours. My brother Mike used to like them really, really crunchy. Like he wanted to bite into them and he wanted to feel the crunch. So he would probably like the recipe that's made in the 13x9-inch pan, okay? So I've cooked the cookie and I let that cool this morning. So here's my pan and here's the cookie. You see that it has completely cooled, okay? A little bit brown on the sides, but perfect, okay? So this part is ready and it's already cooled. But let's get to the rest of it, because this is only the beginning of the deliciousness, okay? So I'm going to set this aside. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I want you to watch what I'm doing. So we are going to turn this down to the bowl, and we're going to talk about the next steps, okay? So keep watching. All right, let's make sure we can get this where you can see it. Give me a minute, hoping this is going to be good. So y'all throw some hearts if you can see this bowl. Yes, and Angie, thank you for sharing. Everybody keep sharing. Hopefully everybody will like this, whether they watch it on replay or right here. Let's see. Let me see if I can move this over a little bit. Hopefully. Is that okay, babe? All right, so we have that. Okay, so let's go to the step one again. We put the cookie dough in the pan. We bake that in the oven at 350. For mine was 14 minutes. Yours can be anywhere from 14 to 16 according to how you like it. And then you're going to cool that cookie. It's got to be cooled to room temperature, okay? Now, the next step is going to be in some sort of bowl. Y'all know I got my fave here, right? My good old mixable. I'm going to take 8 ounces of cream cheese that has also sat out and softened some. So we're going to put that in there. And I'm going to take 1 cup of powdered sugar, okay? 1 cup of powdered sugar, and I'm going to put that in with the cream cheese, and then I'm going to take my mixer, and we're going to start mixing this up slowly so it doesn't go all over the place like that. Now, at first, you're going to notice that it's going to create like little balls, okay? But you want this where it's really, really smooth, okay? So you're just going to keep beating this until all the sugar is absorbed into the cream cheese. There we go. Look at all that. See if I can get this where you can see some of it here. I know, I moved it, just moved it. I just saw that. Sorry about that, guys. Move my hand. There we go. Okay, now you see how this is really getting smooth. I'm going to fire that up a little bit more. We want to make sure that there are no lumps in this. All right. All right. That looks really, really good, how that is. All right, let me set the mixer aside. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my cooled cookie crust over here, okay? And I'm going to take this cream cheese mixture, and we are going to put this right here, right on top of this. Okay? Set this there for a minute. Now we're going to smooth this out. Look at this. Yeah, buddy. We're just going to make, don't worry about it being perfect. We're just layering this, as you can see, getting a little bit everywhere, all the way up on the sides, of course. We're just going to try to make a really even layer here. Look at that. Always remember, there's nothing perfect about cooking. You may decide if you cook this once that it's really good, but you're like, you know what? I think I'd like a thinner crust on this. So then you might want to go to the 13 by 9 pan instead of this. Okay, so we've got all of that. Let me see here. Let's get some of that goodness back here. There we go. All right. Let's put some of that there. All right, so we've got that first layer there. Now, we're going to bring that bowl back. Okay. And I'll tell you, another way that I think this could be good too is a lot of times what will happen is you could actually mix the Cool Whip. They're saying that you can layer this on like this, but what I tried last night, and I'll show you the difference. Last night I took a cup and 3/4 of Cool Whip, and after I mixed up the cream cheese, I actually put the Cool Whip, I folded that in with the cream cheese. Now we're going to see what the difference is, okay? Because I have no clue at this point because I've never eaten this. But that's what I did last night because I had to make up a recipe of this because this has to sit in the refrigerator for quite a while before you can cut into it, okay? So, okay, so there we go. So I'm going to put that layer here. So remember, you can just layer the Cool Whip on top, or you can take that Cool Whip and you can combine it with the cream cheese mixture, which is probably going to make that, I think, a little bit fluffier. Okay, next step is I am going to take 3 cups of the milk. We're going to put this right in the same bowl, okay? There we go. And I am going to take both the chocolate pudding. In this case, I just used a regular chocolate. Now, last night, I used a double fudge. All right, so I'm going to put this in here. And then we're also going to take the vanilla. Yep, I know, sounds crazy, right? Putting them both in together. But you're going to take the vanilla pudding, and you're going to put that in there. Let me get this stuff moved over here. Now, you're not going to use your mixer for this. You want to get your whisk out. Okay? And we are going to do this for just a couple of minutes here until this gets a little bit thicker. You want to make sure that everything that's on the bottom and the sides, I think it's a big mistake that a lot of people make. They're like, you know, my pudding doesn't thicken up. And a lot of times it's because there's a clump of the mixture somewhere underneath the milk. and it doesn't mix very well. So we are going to do this. Yeah, I can see this is thickening up now. Right. Look at that. You're telling jokes? Wait, Beb. Lee's trying to entertain you guys. All right, so you see how that's thickening up? The pudding is one of the reasons why you can't make this and just run with it, guys. You can't make this and then serve it. Because the pudding, the pudding has got to thicken up like normal puddings do by sitting in the refrigerator. So although this is getting thicker here, as I'm whisking it, this is going to need to sit in the refrigerator overnight, or if it's during the day, make it in the morning. They're saying at least 4 to 8 hours for this to set up, okay? So don't think you can just run out and then have it tonight, not unless you're going to eat it at 10 o'clock, okay? All right, now that looks pretty good. So let me bring this back over here again. Here we go. And let's take this and let's pour this on top. Oh boy. Boy, boy, boy. Wow, this looks like this is going to be good. I was making it last night. I wasn't sure how I was going to keep Mr. Bibb out of this. But needless to say, I did. I succeeded. All right, let me scrape this here. Get all this goodness out on here. Okay. So now I'm going to take this, and you want this all the way over to the edges, okay? All the way over to the edges. Cover that up. All right, look at that. We're going to cover up all of that, only to put more on top of it, of course. Oops. Here we go. Now, we are going to take the rest of that Cool Whip, and we're going to put the Cool Whip on top. This is one of the reasons why I changed it up last night. Just so you know, you guys try it whichever way you wanted to. But I kind of didn't want 2 layers of Cool Whip. I kind of wanted like, okay, well, 1 layer on the top. I get that. Let's do that. So, you know, I'm making it according to the recipe today. But I mixed this Cool Whip about 1 3/4 cups, almost 2 cups, in with the cream cheese because I just felt like it was a little bit too many layers of just Cool Whip, right? So, but we're going to get all this on here. Look at that. Oh, wow, that's so good. Look at that. I have a feeling really, really rich. I just do. I think this is going to be crazy rich. Okay, so this is nice and pretty and ready to go, right? All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some miniature chocolate chips, and I am going to just sprinkle these right on the top. Okay, we're going to sprinkle these, and they will set in really nice with this Cool Whip. Okay, so it's a nice little topping there of that. And then I took some chopped walnuts. Aha, Rose, I hear you. I hear you. Again, this is not something you want just sitting around the house. Then I'm going to take some walnuts, because I love walnuts in my chocolate chip cookies. And I'm going to take some of these nuts, and look at that. I'm going to put those right on the top there, just to make it look a little bit prettier than it is. Look at that. Do you see the goodness? Let's clean this up here. Here we go. Oh, wow. This looks good. And there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Now hold on, because this is the one we just made. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lid, because we know this has got to sit, right? This has got to sit. So I'm going to put that lid on there and slide this in the fridge. But I am going to, woo, this one's cold. But this is the one that I made last night. So let me see here. There we go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's what I'm going to say. Wow, wow, wow. All right, hold on here. Let us see. Where is my... I'm very curious to see how this is going to cut. I really, really am. So let's see. So we're going to start here. Oh, wow. Doesn't feel like it's going to, well, maybe not so bad. Okay. Oop, felt myself. This is another reason that if you like crispy cookies, it may not come out as well. But let us see how this is going to come out. Hold on. First piece, remember, is always oogie doogie. Uh-oh, but I think I got it. Hold on. Oh, wow. I need to show you. Look here. Perfect piece that came out. Look at the innards of that. Do you see that? Goodness gracious. Drum roll. Look at that. It came right out. Cookie and all. We're back. Hey, everybody who just joined us. Okay, hold on. Trying not to get all this whipped cream on my, huh? You better quit taking that, Bib. You got to taste it here in front of everybody. I want to show them first, Bib. So look here. So you've got your cookie crust here. Look at that. Cookie crust right there. Here is a layer of the cream cheese. Then you've got the pudding. So now comes the taste test, right? I told you this was going to be easy. Look at that. Okay, Bib. Here we go. Ready? He's going to take the whole pan. Is that good? Okay, hold on. I'm going to check. It's not as sweet? Okay, hold on. I got to get a piece of this myself, but I want to get some cookie with it. I'm glad I made the cookie thicker. Look at look at that. See the cookie part on there? Look here. Oh, wow. Okay. Listen. You need to take the Cool Whip. When I did the cream cheese mixture, take a cup and 3/4 of Cool Whip and put that in. After you mix up the cream cheese and the sugar, take it then and fold in. That's what I did with this. Look at the perfect cut on that. See the cream cheese mixture? Look at that. Is that amazing? Absolutely. Tim Brown, Tim. I keep telling you, you need to come to North Carolina because this is the goodness that I would fix you, Mr. Brown. I'm just not going to beg you anymore, but this is it, Tim. This right here, dude, this is it. This is what you need to do. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so look. Oh, wow. Really good. Really, really good. So, don't forget, if you try this recipe, after you try it, and you're going to love this one, after you try it, you're going to post a picture. Scott Kramer is? Scott Kramer! Scott, next time you come to Carolina, you need to stop by for some chocolate chip cookie delight, my friend. So you need to make it, you need to post it, and you need to tag me so that you can be entered for one of the double fudge glazed donut cakes that I will be giving away at the end of May. This is absolutely amazing. You will love this. Tim, you tell your daughter that you and her could make this. I will be posting pictures, of course, of this and the recipe very, very soon. So look for it today. That way, you can go right out and make it. That's what I'm telling you. This is good stuff right here. Oh my, we just need to have a chocolate chip cookie delight party. And I need to make like 12 of these things, and everybody needs to come on, and we need to just sit and get fat together. Then we'll go walk. Then we'll go walk 10,000 steps so we can walk it off and not feel guilty. That's what I say, okay? That's what we're doing. So, thank you for watching. I know it wasn't very long, but see, now you can go make it for your family, and you can have it tomorrow. So don't forget, if you're watching this, share it. Everybody needs a little chocolate chip cookie delight in their life. Just saying. See you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye.